Hi, Booktube. It's Gina. Happy Tuesday. How are you? I wanted to do a tag today. It's Tag Tuesday, and it's a fun day to jump in and do tags. I love the camaraderie and the community of thinking that a bunch of people are doing tags on Tuesdays. And so it's just such a fun way to start the week. This is a Valentine's Day themed tag called the Love Hearts book tag, and I was tagged by my friend Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading. Of course, I will link her video down below. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do so. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and tag Sarah at the Bookish Knitter, who has probably already done this tag at some point, but she is a big romance reader, and I would love to hear her answers to this tag. I would not say I'm a huge reader of romance, although I do enjoy it. And I've got a few romance books sitting here around me, although some of them I would say are, here's where I'm heading with this pause here. There are romance books, which is, I feel like, a genre, and then there are books that have romantic elements, sort of similar to cozies. There are cozy books, cozy mysteries, and then there are books with cozy elements. So actually, most of these books I would categorize as romances, but a couple of them may just be books with romantic elements. I don't know. I'm not very good at definitions. So let's just jump right in to the tag. This is the Love Hearts book tag, and the first prompt is, I love you. What is your all-time favorite romance book? And for this, I actually have 3 books for this one because I don't really have an all-time favorite romance, but I've read a few recently that I did really love. The first one being Frederica by Georgette Heyer. I love Georgette Heyer. I love these old paperback editions too. I just think they are so beautiful and fun. And I love this was one of my favorite romances. You know what I'm gonna do? I forgot to change my glasses. These are my computer glasses, but if I'm gonna read the backs of books, I need my reading glasses. So Frederica is who is Frederica? That's what the Marquis de Alverstoke wonders when a lovely, self-possessed young lady calls upon him to urge his aid in launching her beautiful younger sister, Charisse, into London society. And I love this. It didn't feel like a typical romance where... No, anyway, I'm not going to go into that detail, but it was really enjoyable. Next in a favorites is Nine Coaches Waiting by Mary Stewart, and this is one of those books I would say is not a typical romance, but it is a romantic suspense, and I absolutely loved this book. I love Mary Stewart. This blurb says, a strange terror coiled in the shadows behind the brooding elegance of the huge chateau. It lay there like some dark and twisted thing, waiting, watching, ready to strike. This is about an English governess who goes to France to take care of the one child, and romance and mystery and suspense ensues. And this is a funny cover because it's a very young person. This does not look like a very young person, but whatever. It's another beautiful old edition. And then lastly, I did want to mention these. This is A Day Like Spring. It's a Harlequin romance. And look at that old cover. I've got a whole bunch of these backwards Harlequins. And this one is super special because Jane Fraser, for those of you who don't know, was Rosamund Pilcher writing these Harlequin / Mills and Boon romances back in the 60s. And I've got a couple of these. I've got this one that I've read that was very sweet and wonderful. And then I've got this one, Young Bar, Look at that cover, which I have not read yet. I'm kind of afraid to just keep reading all these books because there aren't going to be any more. So I'm on the hunt. She's got, I think, 6 or a few of these old ones under the pen name, and I'd like to try and find them all. And they're wonderful. They're very sweet, innocent romances. Although look at that, it's a pretty steamy looking cover for Rosamund Pilcher, and they're just wonderful. All right, prompt number 2 is be happy. What is a book that makes you incredibly happy every time you read it? And for this one, this is not a romance, but it's sort of got a slightly romantic element to it, is 84 Charing Cross Road by Helene Hanff in this beautiful little slightly foxed edition. And this is a story about a woman in the 40s who starts writing, it's a true story, who starts writing to a antiquarian bookseller in England. She lives in New York, and they correspond, and he sends her books. And it's not a romance because they never meet, but it's just wonderful. Love this book, and I love this little edition. All right, prompt number 3 is a book character that you would date. I don't know. I have to skip that one. I have no answer to that question. Prompt number 4 is text me. Would you date a non-reader? And as a married woman, I'm trying to remember back when I met my husband. He was a reader. He had books, and that was one of the things I really appreciated and loved about him. He doesn't read so much anymore now that he's started video gaming, but he is a big reader. And so if I were single again, or if when I were single, I don't know, I may not have dated a non-reader. I mean, I dated non-readers. I'm not sure that I would have ever married a non-reader. Prompt number 5 is dream on. What's your favorite romantic setting in romance books? And what would be your ideal date? So I don't know why, but most of the romance books that I've read, probably because they're Regency, don't contain my favorite setting, which would be a bookstore or a coffee shop. I love bookstore. I love coffee shop settings. That would be my ideal date. I love going to coffee shops. I still have my husband and I do this date. We go to the coffee shop, get coffee, a snack, read our books, and just hang out. We'll also take books and just go to like happy hour at a bar and read, which is wonderful. I absolutely love doing that. Prompt number 6 is kiss me, your favorite romantic scene from a book. And I'm not looking at my pile here. Yeah, I can't think of anything for that one, so I'm going to skip that one. 7, let's party. Which 3 book characters would you invite to a party and why? These questions are always funny to me too, because I don't usually have good answers, but I can't talk about romance without talking about my beloved Rosamund Pilcher. So I think the 3 people I would invite would be the 3 old ladies from my 3 favorite books of hers, which are Winter Solstice, September, and The Shell Seekers. And all 3 of those books have the best old lady character that just grounds the book. And now that I am about the same age as those old ladies were in the books, I think it would be great to have tea with my 3 favorite Rosamund Pilcher old ladies. I'm such a nerd. All right. Prompt number 8 is you rock, a romance book you would recommend to everyone. If you don't read romance, you can recommend other books you love. I didn't plan this through. You know, I would read, if you're looking for a romance, actually these two. A Mary Stewart, Nine Coaches Waiting, if you're looking for, or if you like sort of a romantic suspense. I love this one. I also loved her Madam, Will You Talk? And for a typical Regency romance kind of genre, the Georgia Hare ones they're so good. I love, 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 love them. So maybe either one of these. All right. Prompt number 9 is Be Mine. What is a book that you really want to read or own? And I actually, obviously, I already own this because I'm showing it to you. But I bought a stack of these Marion Chesney Regency England romances. This one is The Miser of Mayfair. I love that cover. And I've got a stack of them and I've not ever read any of them. So I think I might add this to my TBR for 2025 and pick this up because I really want to read these Marion Chesney, who is, Marion Chesney is another of the pen names of M.C. Beaton, who wrote the Agatha Raisin series and the Hamish Macbeth series, both of which I enjoyed. And so I'm looking forward to digging into this. And actually I'm putting that one on the TBR shelf right here. All right, so that is the Love Hearts book tag. Thank you so much to Kelly for tagging me. And let's see, I think I got all the prompts. So that is it. I hope that you are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I will talk to you later.